Hi everyone and welcome in. It's a Monkey Mar. Please subscribe and like before we get into today's video update on that evil stepmom, Letecia Stauch. So this was published March 4th, 2020 at 5:38 Eastern Time. Letecia Stauch leaves the Kansas jail. Arrival to face charges in El Paso County imminent. So, Saline County, Kansas, from KRDO, the woman accused of killing her stepson has left a Kansas jail and is on her way back to Colorado to face first-degree murder charges. So, the jail records show Letecia Stauch was booked into the Saline County Jail in Kansas at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. She's listed as in transit courtesy hole in the jail. It's about 400 miles away from El Paso County, Colorado, where she is being taken. She was arrested and charged on Monday in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and left that jail shortly after noon on Tuesday. It's unclear when exactly Stauch will return to El Paso County, where she faces charges on suspicion of killing Gannon Stauch, age 11. Breaks my heart, but her arrival is expected sometime today, Thursday, March 5th, 2020. So, the balloons in this next picture in memory of Gannon at the entrance to the jail on Las Vegas Street, just outside of Southeast Colorado. The person quickly drove away when approached by KRDO News Channel 13 crew. So somebody went to in front of the jail and posted balloons and Gannon signs to let her know when she arrives there that she is a piece of shit, evil stepmom for what she did. And excuse my French, but she is definitely a cold, evil person. And her eyes, she has the same eyes as Megan Faramuska. Them evil, evil, dead eyes. So, I got a little nosy, and the other day I started looking through the Horry County Jail intake, and I found another Locklear arrested for domestic violence as well as Antoinette Locklear. And her name is Childress Jean Locklear. So in my opinion, I believe these two are blood relatives, an aunt, sisters, an aunt to a niece. I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out. And they are related to Leticia Hardin Stauch. Not just Antoinette, but also Childress Jean Locklear. So I started investigating addresses where the Locklears lived, addresses where Leticia lived, and I started to find the common connection to the Locklear name. So Deborah S. Locklear. I do not know the connection yet, but in my family tree video I'm going to put out, I will know by then. Alright guys, so she owns a house. And the address is 1741 Deep Branch Road in North Carolina. Also at that address right now is a Donna Marie Locklear, and she's 56. So Deborah Locklear and Donna Locklear are related, but I think one is a maiden Locklear and one is married to a Locklear. But now, this is where it gets interesting, so stay with me. Leticia Evil also lived at the same location, 1741 Deep Branch Road in North Carolina, from 2006 to 2008. I dig a little deeper. Carolyn J. Hunt, in my opinion, who I believe is Leticia's biological mom, also goes by Carol Hunt, Carolyn H. Lambert, Carolyn H. Lambert Hunt, and Carolyn J. Hunt. She is 61. She lived at 1741 at the time with a boyfriend or husband. I do not know the connection to Bobby Lambert yet, but he was also at that address from 1998 to 2003. So Carolyn, who I firmly believe is Leticia's mother, lived at the same address as Leticia Evil, but Carolyn moved out in 2003, and the stepmom was at that address from 2006 to 2008. Then just eighths of a mile away and a few houses away and down the street, after I was digging and digging and digging into the Locklear Hardin Stauch family connection, I came across two interesting but very disturbing facts. So in my search for the Locklear connection and the address connection, where a lot of the Locklears have resided and still reside, I came across this. All right, guys, prepare yourself for this disturbing information. I will also show pictures above to show you the geographical area of how close this is. So the first one I find is Jamie Locklear. He's a male. He's age 38. He was convicted of sexual battery on October 4th, 2011. The victim's age was 10 years old. Disgusting. Vile. Then we've got Timmy Ray Locklear, who's 44. And I will, like I said, I'm going to do the Hardin Stauch Locklear Lambert tree. This is so many people. It is ridiculous. So Timmy Ray Locklear, a male, 44, was charged for sex exploit with a minor, a second-degree felony, on October 6th, 2014. And the victim's age, also 10. In my opinion, it sounds like these two, brothers, cousins, whatever they may be, did something bad together to a 10-year-old. So guys, I'm going to continue to piece together this dysfunctional family tree. They all have so many aliases and P.O. boxes, and it's really shady stuff. So let me get this video out, guys, before she makes her way into Colorado, so I can stay updated on anything that happens in the new news that unfolds. I've also heard a rumor that Gannon's body has been found. Oh, God, this breaks my heart. But I can't find any facts that lead me to believe that as of yet. But I also work a full-time job as I'm getting ready to go to work as I get this video out. So I'm sorry if I'm a little late on my updates, guys. Bear with me. But I plan on doing weekly lives when I reach 1,000 subscribers. And panels and real-time discussions. And we'll see how it goes. But with that, guys, like I said, I'm going to work on the dysfunctional family tree. I'm going to get out pieces and pieces. And then I'll get out the whole entire tree. That, guys, it is a wrap. If you have any questions regarding this video, drop me a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. Please like or dislike, whichever you prefer, and subscribe. I'm anxious to start going live, guys, and have some real-time talk, some good panel discussions as it's happening in real time. And with that, until next time, stay vigilant. And I pray they have found Gannon and they bring him home to his family so he can have a proper burial and a little peace for the family. All right, guys, I am out.
Once Letecia Stauch is in custody in El Paso County, will she talk to law enforcement authorities or will she stay quiet?
KRDO News Channel 13's Julia Donovan is live outside the El Paso County Courthouse. With that, Julia.
Letecia Stauch has been talking ever since Gannon went missing, both online and then yesterday in court. A local defense attorney not related to the case tells me that's likely hurting her rather than helping. Defense attorney Jeremy Lowe says for the last month or so, Leticia has neglected to follow the #1 rule when you're the suspect in a case: plead the fifth.
Any attorney would always advise their client that they need to keep their mouth shut. They're never going to win the case in the court of public opinion.
Letecia Stauch has been notorious for defending herself on Facebook, in the news, and even during her court hearing in South Carolina.
Yeah, I didn't run for you guys, so I don't have any trouble with that.
Lowe says all of that could backfire during trial.
She's made statements across the board to what appears to be as many people as possible. And now all of those statements are going to be able to be presented to a jury.
He says if there are any inconsistencies in the story she's told, prosecutors will use them as evidence she was up to something. Lowe says surprisingly, it's actually common for suspects to post about a crime on social media, but usually for less serious cases and to a lesser extent because they're arrested quicker.
People want to be able to show that they're innocent of this, but law enforcement is using everything that they say to point out contradictions, and those contradictions are going to be used to compile evidence.
Everyone does have the right to stay silent rather than incriminate themselves due to the Fifth Amendment. We'll see if Leticia chooses to use that right when she gets back here in Colorado. Reporting live outside the courthouse, I'm Julia Donovan, KRDO News Channel 13.